Well, folks, the day has finally arrived. We've lived in this new house for a month now, and I still haven't made a start on the Lego room. To be fair, we did have to spend a lot of time doing stuff to the old house to get ready to move out. We only actually gave the keys back to that a couple of weeks ago, and then almost immediately after giving those keys back, I spent a week in Liverpool for the FIFA E World Cup. I was then back for just a few days before we headed off to Disneyland. We have managed to give you a couple of shopping vlogs in the meantime. Obviously, most recent one was the one from Disneyland Paris, but we are now back and not planning on disappearing off on any adventures again for a little while. So we need to start dealing with what's behind these two doors. If you've seen the house tour that we did over on our vlog channel, you'll already know that these two doors are my area of the new house. And we have the Lego room there. We have my office here. There's lots of Lego in both of those rooms. In fact, there's Lego kind of scattered around the house. That's on our landing. That's also on our landing because I can't really fit it anywhere else. As you can see, there's also some stuff that needs tidying up. And in fact, these filing cabinets are all of our Lego instruction manuals because I can't find anywhere else to fit them at the moment. We even have some Lego on the wall in our bathroom. But the bulk of my collection lives behind these two doors. Anna's stuff is mostly still in boxes, and that is going to be something that is going to be dealt with soon. But first, we need to sort these two rooms. So there is a little bit of a contrast in here because I've had to start working on my gaming channel almost immediately on moving in. The office did get done quickly. So the Lego in here is looking good. So if we have a little look in this room, you can see we've got brick heads on the wall there as we walk in. We do still have some shelves. The famous giraffe is here. These shelves need putting up on here. But we've got some Lego on this wall. We probably don't need the air conditioning on. It's not that warm. We've got some Lego kind of scattered throughout that shelf. This is my Lego build table, which you can see the most recent thing that I've built has been the Batman Batcave, which needs to find a home. And I think the home for that is going to be over on this shelf here. So this is kind of my Batman shelf. And I'm thinking I'm going to move the Gotham City skyline onto one of those shelves on that wall there, the way I had it in the old Lego room, and then put the Batcave on here with the rest of my Batmobile stuff. Obviously, we've got a new Batmobile coming on the 1st of October as well, which I guess will sit up there where we've currently got the office and Minecraft, so they're going to need to move as well. And we've got a little bit of a Nintendo shelf and some comic books, and then of course the other big sets that won't fit in the new Lego City, the two big Marvel sets, which I think actually look quite cool in my backdrop for my videos. Obviously, I've got my desk here that I make my gaming videos from. To have them in the background is going to be a lot of fun. And one video we're going to have coming very, very soon, somewhere under here, that bag under there, is lighting kits for these two sets. So I am going to get those lit up. I've also got a lighting set for the new camp, so that's going to be lit up as well. So the ones that are directly in the backdrop of my videos are going to be fully lit up as well. But that is not a job for today, because although this room is looking not too bad, not finished, but not too bad, the Lego room is a long, long way away from finished. And this is where my focus for today is going to be. So if you remember the plan when we first moved in, the plan is for that shelf and that shelf to be the Lego City. So we're going to have two streets of Lego City that are going to come round a corner. You can see that the shelves are more than big enough to fit two base plates deep. So we're going to be able to have a row of modulars and then a road or a train track and some landscaping stuff on each of those shelves. We should be able to comfortably fit around the corner as well. But what you can also see is it's very dark under there. So we need a solution for how dark it is. We also need a solution for getting rid of the stuff that's currently filling these shelves, because I want two levels of that. At the bottom there, I've got the storage of all our sets that we haven't built yet. We need to start building some sets to clear that out, and we've also started picking up a few bits for our winter village, which is going to go on this table soon. That is the next big project. Once we've got the room sorted, the winter village is going to start being built here. So we've got Home Alone, we picked up the Nightmare Before Christmas when we were at Disneyland, and we've got a couple of the other sets where we've got all the advent calendars ready to go for some Christmas themed stuff. But what I really need to get done today is this table this pile, kind of these shelves. What I would dream by the end of this video to get to the point where the two middle shelves have got their two streets on, with the trains and the roads and stuff all set up, the modulars nicely spaced out, and this area on top here a little bit more tidied up, although I don't know how tidy it's ever going to get up here, because obviously a lot of these built sets that are down here are going to have to go up there. Although, to be fair, a lot of this is speed champions, which I think are eventually going to go on the wall. I just need a solution for getting them on the wall. We've also got all the trains and stuff that's in here. So that stuff, I basically need to go through the bags, rebuild the sets that need rebuilding, and find a spot for them, whilst simultaneously organising these two shelves so that they're fit for display, and figuring out what I'm going to do as a solution for lighting. I'm thinking I need lighting kind of underneath here on each of these shelves, just to light it up, because it's just dark in there. You can see where the modulars are at the back, it's so dark. I'm not in the financial position to be able to get lighting kits for each building. They're like £60 per modular, and that will bankrupt me if I try and light the buildings individually at this stage. I mean, it would obviously be a lovely long-term goal. At the moment, it's just not realistic. So I'm thinking we just generally light up the area, and as a more long-term project, look to light up each of the individual buildings, at which point we could maybe remove the overhead lighting that we put in, but I need to come up with a solution for that. But yeah, we need to clear this, get everything put away, and basically I want to be able to walk in here and not have it look like a storage room. I want it to look like a collection, a presentation room. I want to walk in and it look like a Lego city, the same impact that we had in the old Lego city. And that's the goal for today. It's going to be a busy day, a long day. I think the first job is to sort the modulars out into some kind of street setup across these two shelves, and find all my road and rail plates, because they are in here somewhere. I think there's a few of them in a pile there. I think there's more of them in this box here. I know all my trains and vehicles and stuff are in these bags. So in order to start taking the bags out, I need to have somewhere to put the stuff. So I need roads and rails set up. So I think, yeah, that's job one. Sort the modulars, get the roads and rails in, and one day I'll get back to doing the seaside, so my chips sign can be used for something. Never got to use it. I never got to use my chips sign before I disassemble my city. It's so sad. My beach is somewhere in here as well. The beach will go on here eventually, but it'll be after Christmas now, because now we're on Holiday Village stuff. So the beach, I guess, will just get boxed up and sent to the storage unit, and we'll work on the beach again next year. But yeah, wish me luck. I guess I can hoover as I go as well. Okay, after much fiddling, we're starting to get something that is beginning to resemble a layout. Obviously, very, very early days. There's still little bits missing, some big chunks missing. I need another road plate. In fact, I need quite a lot more road plates. I've used all of my road plate and can't even fill this top shelf. I need a plate in there. Doesn't that fit perfectly, by the way? A half base plate that I've just had to trim slightly, but fits perfectly in the join between the two shelves. So I need another 3 road plates for this level just to finish that road off, and then I need basically the same again for the one below. You can see we've not managed to fit all of the modulars in. It's mainly the rebrickable ones, but we've got the Sanctum Sanctorum, half of the bookshop. There's so many rebrickable ones that I've been planning to do over the last few months, have bought the sets for and just haven't got on with. So that's, once I've got the roads set up on both levels and the layout set up, that's going to be a huge focus, working through this massive backlog. I would say half of these boxes are things for rebrickable modular buildings. So although it looks like we don't have a lot for the next shelf down, it will fill up fast. And obviously we've got another modular coming out this year. We'll have the X-Men Mansion coming out this year. So there's plenty to it. This is obviously very bare bones at the moment. I've ordered some strip lighting to go along the top on both levels, which will hopefully light us up a little bit better. There's going to be like a wall at the back there with a little bit of a tunnel in to kind of show that road disappearing off into the distance. We'll probably do the same thing there. So we're not going to constantly have these bits of shelf and bits of wall in the background showing. It is going to be more Lego cityed up. We're obviously going to get the train in, the vehicles. One thing I've not tested, because I haven't been able to find the train. It's somewhere under there, and I haven't started on that yet. But one thing I need to test is that I've left enough clearance here for the train to get past this. I'm a little bit worried I haven't. If that's the case, what we'll have to do on this side is similar to what we've done on this side, and have the have the train track closer to the buildings rather than closer to the edge. On this side, we've got it at the edge where it was in the old city. But if we don't get enough clearance there, we can just swap them over. It does complicate things a little bit with this road following on through there, but that can be a problem for future, Kev, I think. So we'll test that at some point. I do need to get on with sorting this second layer, and then I guess starting to unpack all of this stuff, a lot of which will then go into what is becoming the new layout for the city. We've got several bags of minifigs, several bags of vehicles, we've got the trains. So although it looks like a lot of stuff, most of the actual display sets have already come out and gone up the top here, either in this room or in the office. So the majority, I would say, of this stuff is stuff that's going into the city, plus all the Animal Crossing and Minecraft sets, which will probably be packed away and put into storage for now, because they will eventually be sets that go into the rotation on the project table when I do a Minecraft world, when I do an Animal Crossing island, that kind of thing. It's what we're going to be using this table for. Basically building projects, bringing you along with us on the build, displaying them for a little while, then disassembling and moving on to the next project. So we'll have stuff on here like the Winter Village, the beach, the theme park, the Animal Crossing island, the Minecraft world. There'll perhaps be a Halloween one. There's so many things we can do with that. The beach, so many things we can do on there and just kind of rotate in and out. But yeah, that's not bad for a initial layout. I'm not guaranteeing it stays like that. So now I just need to do the shelf below and then start unpacking some of this. Lighting should arrive tomorrow, so hopefully by the next video I can show you it with lighting. And we are actually finally making some progress again. About time too. See, that's a cool shot. Look at that. I actually look like a Lego content creator again, finally. But the next shelf is gonna have to wait until the next video, because I've just been reminded by Anna, we have a very important phone call that we've got to do this afternoon, not for us, for one of the offspring. So I need to go off and do that, which does cut into my playing in the Lego room time. But I mean, it looks great, doesn't it? The lights should be here tomorrow, so fingers crossed. Later in the week, we should have another video of me putting in the lights, sorting out the next shelf down, and starting to get the cars and the minifigs and the trains and things out of those bags. And it's going to be a multi-stage, long-term process, but fingers crossed, before long, we will have a finished-looking Lego City in here that we can then start to expand on and play with and try some other cool stuff in, not least of which is going to be having a train that shuttles back and forth using the programmable stuff that we looked at before with the sensors, so it just goes back and forth, because we've obviously not got a loop, which is going to be something else to experiment with. But hopefully you have enjoyed this little taste of us being back. We are back, and back properly as well. There's going to be a stream this week, should be Friday night, which will be from down in Anna's room, if it's ready. If not, it might be from up in my office. We shall see. And lots more stuff coming up over the coming months, or coming weeks and months as well. We're going to try and get back to 2 or 3 videos, 1 or 2 streams a week, the way we were before we had the bombshell of having to move house. So thank you for bearing with us over the last couple of months. It's been stressful, but as you can see, we're now back to the fun bit again, and I really do enjoy the fun bit. So if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. Keep your suggestions for stuff that we can do to make this cooler and cooler coming in down in the comments. And thank you very much for watching.